transparency moment. Well, this is probably gonna be a long little moment because your girl been stressed out lately. I so I wanted to come because I haven't been making any content lately. I've kind of been in MIA from the internet, and that's not really the thing I should be doing right now. I am working to build my platforms, my brand, and I feel like my world is crashing down around me. Um, so again, full transparency moment. I So lately, these past couple months, I think this past year has kind of just been building up to where we are right now, where I am right now. It is the final straw of the year, and it's definitely been wearing me out. And business, personal life, I feel emotionally drained. I feel physically drained, spiritually drained, and I'm just at a point where I really don't even have anybody to talk to. So I'm talking to you guys. Don't know if that is the right thing to do, but here we are. Um, I do feel like I need to let you guys in on my world and the things that I experience on a daily basis. Um, because first of all, being an entrepreneur is not always glitz and glam. Is not always um, it's not always pretty. You know, um, nobody understands it, nobody sees it, nobody feels it until you are in those shoes and you are an entrepreneur, you know. Um, this year has had some amazing moments. I was able to purchase my first home. Um, I was like my home, like I feel so good about that. Um, I purchased one of my dream cars. I have a list of three that I really, really want. And I have two of the three. So I was able to purchase another car this year. Um, and, business did really good. Over the summertime, I was able to step away from the business, not having to be physically there every single day because I had good staff. Um, I made great friendships. So these have all been highlights of my year. My daughter turned 21, my son graduated from high school. So I've had some great, great moments this year. But with all of those great moments, I've had a series of, I don't even know if I should call it bad moments, but that's that's what it feels like. Um my restaurant was broken into twice in a 2-month period. Literally to the day, it was exact like 2 months, you know? Um, the first time was devastating. It was bad, but not as bad as the second time. The second go around was definitely worse. And dealing with that, so with the first break-in, posted it online, having people aware of what was going on. And then you see comments like, "Oh, that's an inside job. That's somebody you probably did that for the insurance." What? Um, the second go around, any and everything of value was taken, window broken into, um, and everything has to be replaced, and I have to replace it all before insurance will replace it. So that is money out of the pocket. I actually been feeling very depressed. Um, because not only was that, another violation of everything, but it was also a couple days before Christmas. Um, all the money that we made that week was stolen. Um, so it's been rough. The people around me, I don't know who to trust anymore. And it has me questioning a lot of stuff. Um, we're in Vegas, so around this time of the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this time of the year, it just kind of slows down with business. And things aren't moving as rapidly as it is in the summertime. We're a touristy state, and for lack of better terms, my restaurant is one of those tourist locations where people like to come to because they saw us on the internet, because we've gone viral, all of those kind of things. And I'm just feeling in a place where I feel defeated. You know, everyone is like, oh, don't feel so defeated, don't feel this, don't feel that, but I do. You know, my business I have built literally with my blood, sweat, and tears, you know, to get to this point. And there's a lot of things that is in that just in itself, because you know, I know what I've put into this to get to this point in my career. I know how hard I've worked to get to a point where, you know, I have a brand. You know, I know what my goals and my dreams are and were, and what it took for me, the sacrifices it took for me to get here. And those are the things that we don't talk about. Those are the things that the people don't see. And especially when it comes to being a Black owned business, I have this question all the time: why are we our worst enemy? Why are we our worst customers? You know, our Black community are they are the only individuals that will go to another Black, or will go to a Black owned business and feel like their support is a favor they're doing for you. Then ask for a discount, then tell you how much it's supposed to cost, tell you, you know, what it's supposed, because I have a restaurant, what it's supposed to taste like, how you supposed to operate your business, when they have no idea what it takes, what it took to get to that point, and what it takes on a daily basis. You know, on what things cost. They only know what it costs in the grocery store. They don't know what it costs to buy these things in bulk, to run the entire establishment, to operate, you know, the staff, the utility, the building itself. Every single thing inside of that building cost, and none of it was donated. None of the money that went into it was a gift. It wasn't, you know, it came all out of my pocket. When I first opened my business, when I first opened my brick and mortar, the day I got my keys was the day I found out my entire bank account had been hacked. And every single dollar that I had saved up, and if you guys, I'm not sure how many people are following me, have been following my story and my brand, but my restaurant was a takeout restaurant, and I that went totally south because of the establishment, which was a cloud kitchen, a scam. That's a whole nother thing. Check out my TikTok. But yeah, so that happened, and then just a series of things that I'm just like, I don't understand why these things keep happening to me. You know, I'm tired of being the strongest soldier here. You know, but I was on DoorDash. DoorDash made some scammers got on DoorDash and made false accounts of my business, um, like 6 different accounts. You know, to the point that I'm like, I'm never going on DoorDash again. You know, people calling me, cursing me out about how I stole their money, making bad reviews about my business, you know, taking their orders and taking their money and never delivering the product. Then I get, you know, this opportunity to open my brick and mortar, and bank account hack, and, you know, I fight it in silence, you know what I mean? My bank account was hacked. I, you know, disputed it. I got the money back. I had to immediately take that money out so that I could do what I needed to do to open my restaurant. I opened this restaurant almost with no money. But the bank turns around and tell me, "Oh no, those was legit charges." So whoever this scammer was good at whatever they was doing, because now the bank, you know, told me that I owed them that money back. Um and now, you know, been operating for, we're going into our 3rd year of being open, and I just don't want to do it anymore. You know, again, it comes to our community of people that has this fake support, and they're doing me a favor, but then they go online, oh, the prices are too high, oh, this and oh, that. They talk so bad about me online. But they go to McDonald's that has the worst customer service in the world, and they go there every day. No complaints. My children work for me, and My son told me that he need him another job because this ain't enough money for him. Mind you, my kids don't pay no bills. Anything that they want, they got it. I just asked for you to come to work. And they still get a paycheck. I don't ask for none of their money. Spent $8K on my daughter's 21st birthday because I'm grateful that I'm able to do that. Turn around, give her another $1,500 because she needed it for whatever. I didn't even ask no questions, gave it to her. And she's upset because I didn't get them anything for Christmas. My oldest daughter told me that I didn't need to call her back because I needed to get off the phone because I was feeling emotional. And I didn't want to talk. The people, give me a second. The people in my job, the people that I've given opportunities to work for me, to gain a paycheck, walk around with an attitude because the hours are a little bit shorter. I'm in here every single day working. I am enough. I am enough. Um, and I have to be strong. And I'm tired. I'm tired of being the strong one. And I don't have anybody to lean on, nobody that I can call. So I just wanted to just talk and share what I'm going through and how I really been feeling. I want 2025 to be over with so I can start 2026 over like something new. Um so yeah, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please like, subscribe and share. And be a part of this journey for my 2026 and how I am saying no, building boundaries, and taking care of myself. Um, I am no longer sacrificing me for other people. I am no longer taking care of other people and their emotions and their feelings and their thoughts and pouring into anyone else. I can't because my cup is always left empty with no remorse. And I am exhausted. So I think I'm going to bring in my new year with rebuilding myself. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Um, Let me know in the comments what you're doing for the new year. Give me some ideas of what you think I should be doing. And make sure you follow along for this journey. I also have something that I'm super excited for next year that I put in place for myself. And by all means necessary, I am going to follow through on that. So we'll talk about it in the next video. Sorry that I was emotional for a second. I got to get back to it. I got to get in this restaurant and cook for the day. It's Monday. All right. I'll talk to you soon.